So today we're going to be talking about the reason why I'm actually happy that I lost money last month. So last month was March right here. I lost 0.16, and you can consider this a break even, whatever you want. But my same, like the way how I think is the same way when I do go into drawdown, which you can apply in your own personal trading. What is this? I learned to love my losses. A lot of us, when we take winners, we're all happy and all this. We want to celebrate, want to post it on Snap, post it on Instagram, whatever. But what I found is when I treated the way when I lost a trade, I actually loved it as equally as taking a winner. And the reason why I actually love these losses because I understand these losses I take on my trading system is for the purpose of profit. It's like any business. If say you open up a clothing store, right? Let's consider your expenses. So the things that you need to start up a business. Maybe you have a website. Maybe the product cost, paying employees, all that. Think of those as losses, right? So those initial losses are for the purpose of making profit. So you're spending this money on your clothing, the products, the website, the employees to make work easier, so you can get the sales in return, so you can make overall profit. So even though you spent this money, you're making money overall. It's the same thing with trading. When you're following a system that is proven to make money, right? Like, and this system is really good. It makes money, and you follow the system. Of course, you're gonna take the losses. Those are your small expenses. But overall, when you keep trading that system, you're gonna be in profit. And if I scroll up a bit, I'm gonna show you my equity curve real quick. I started this account in December 20th right now. Took a win. Okay. I think that was a small break even. Yeah, that was a small break even, but it was counted as a small loss. I took a loss. Boom. Oh no. Took another was that a I think that was a break even. It wasn't much. Yeah, that was a break even. Break even. Win. Win. Loss. Loss. My expense. My expense. My expense. My win. My expense. My win. My expense. You get the point. So the reason why I love it so much is because I think of these losses as expenses. So this only works when you have a system that you're proven to make money. Because the thing that makes people go wrong is this point in time right here where they having multiple losses in a row, like how I did. Boom, boom, boom. Or this right here, this flat area right here, which you can watch my live trading video. When I took a live trading did a live trading video for a week, and I took just all break evens. Those point in times is where a lot of traders mess up because they allow this right here to affect them. Now, don't get me wrong. As traders, yes, don't make it the ultimate goal to not feel any emotions, right? Because the reality is we're human, we're gonna feel emotions and all that stuff. But the problem is you let the emotions affect your trading decisions because you took a small loss. You let the past experience of a loss affect your the next trade you take. So the next trade you take, you might FOMO or revenge trade, and this loss turns into a way bigger loss than it has to be without realizing you can just continue to trade your system, accept the loss, love the loss equally as your wins because they're there to make your graph go up long term. So think of it like a uptrend. In an uptrend, you have higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Of course, like when you look at actual chart, it's not perfect. You see, as you can see with my equity curve, it's not perfect. Made a high, took a losses, some break evens, loss, break evens, took these wins right here. And then I immediately took some losses right here. I think these are 3 losses in a row. And I'm down 2.03. But do I let it affect me? No, I don't. So that's what I want you to take away from this section right here. Now we're gonna be going over the trades I did take in March, just to show you like how I love the losses. It's not gonna really go into too much detail. Alright, so right here we're gonna be just going over the image. I don't think I left all the trades on the charts, so it's gonna be hard for me to find it. If you're probably wondering what this is the online mentorship that I'm creating for y'all. It's gonna be super cheap and affordable, but we're not gonna be talking about it as of right now. We're gonna be going over these trades. So my first trade of March right here, I took a nice entry. If you don't know how I trade, you can look at my other videos, but I took a trade entry right here. You know, I had a area that I wanted to break even, and you know, I just followed my rules. I saw the context, I looked at the higher time frames, make sure everything was aligning. And for this pair was damn, I can't really tell the pair. I think this was AUD USD, I believe. I'm not really sure, but I took that trade and it ended up being a loss. So I always assume the trade is going to be a loss before it even happens. You know, this helps with my mindset, because what I do is I imagine. So let's go back to the my FX book. So I imagine, like, say if I place a trade, I imagine this, the total profit so far, I imagine that with the loss. So I risked about 0.65 per trade. So I would assume this was going to be a 0.65 on loss. Subtract it from here. Pretend like this equity curve just went down a little bit more, and you would notice that how the losses matter so little in your trading system. Even if that is your A. I assumed it was a loss, and I ended up taking a loss on the trade. It's okay, you know, we keep trading. So the next trade I took, again, I don't remember what this one was, but I took a nice buy stop. You know, we have a nice clean uptrend happening, and I saw a nice clean entry setup. This is a really clean entry setup for me, clean. But guess what? Even though you have a clean entry setup, does not mean your trade is gonna win. And a lot of traders don't understand it, because they see a trade on clean setup. They want to increase their risk, do all this crazy stuff, double up, when they need to recognize that the market is not guaranteed. This is all probabilities. Losses and wins can occur in any order they want. So I took a loss, accepted it. Found another trade entry. So overall we're bullish for this. You know, I found a trade entry, and I was assuming, at first I was assuming it was a loss. I ended up getting my break even area, and then I edited it. I changed it to assuming it's a break even, because once I get my rules to break even a trade, I'm gonna assume it's a break even trade, right? And then unfortunately it stopped me out at did it stop? Yeah, it went to right here, stopped me out at break even. This wasn't the full target right here. Yeah, that wasn't the full target. I think this was the next one, right? Yeah, this was the next one. Very clean, very clean. Spreads tagged me slightly early. Yeah, so I got the trade entry. You know, spreads tagged me slightly early in the trade, but it's good. And what was this? I took a loss. So mind you, look how much losses and break evens I took in a row. I don't want to go back and count, because I don't want to make this video too long. But notice I take the losses. I allow myself to take break evens for the purpose of profit. What was this? Is this a different trade? No, this was the same one right there. Okay, this right here, another trade entry. Take it. I'm assuming it's a loss. So I took a, what was that? A small loss of 0.50. I closed early, held to the next day, but red news. Okay, so the thing was this right here. I took the trade entry. I was in this trade for a while, so I'm guessing this was a 1 hour entry, and red news was approaching at 8:30. So I ended up closing the trade because I do not want to be in a trade when news is coming around. And my dog going crazy. But I do not want to be in a trade when news comes around, so I ended up closing it early. So the next trade I took was this right here. I took a nice entry. This one looks clean as well, you know, nice entry setup for buys. And let's see what did happen. I got a break even on this, so it went up, got my break even area, came down, and yeah, came down, took break even. It would have been a loss if I didn't follow the rules, you know. And then it went to the target. It's all good. I move on. So this right here, I don't remember what pair it was again, but nice entry setup for sells. Let's see what happened. Okay, so I know what happened. So I took a win on this, but it was less than it was less than 1 times my risk. So you know, I risked 0.65, so I gained a slightly less because I closed early. And the reason why I closed early, I put it right here, is because market close was approaching. There was barely any volume at the time right here, and it was too risky in holding the trade over the weekend as an intraday trader. But you know, price did come down a little bit more when I closed the trade, probably a little bit over 1 R, you know. But there's no way for me to actually know that price is gonna do that, you know. After I closed the trade, it ended up picking up some volume. So, you know, I just accepted the loss. I'm not gonna, oh my god, chase price and enter another sell position, because it doesn't make sense. Why would I enter another position in the middle of nowhere? Where would my stop loss have to be? You know, over here. Bad risk to reward. You know, you're just setting yourself up for failure when you can't love your losses, or it's not even a loss, but you can't accept the outcome of the trade. So right here, at first, nice clean entry right here. I was assuming it was gonna be a loss. Got my break even area met, so I was assuming it was gonna be a break even. And then price just shot up to my take profit, and boom. And yeah, that was the last trade. Yeah, that was actually the only win. Oh yeah, so I only took 2 wins that whole month, and I still ended up being a break even despite taking losses, despite having some other break even trades. So like, what I want y'all to get from this video is, you know, just follow your rules, keep trading, love your losses as equally as your win. So if you found a lot of value in this video and you want to go on a deeper level, I am creating a one-on-one. It's a 1-year one-on-one mentorship for people. It includes the online course, which is basically that Telegram. I'm adding on video content. I'm really dedicated to help y'all. So that one-on-one would be like 3 times per week. It's going to be on your schedule, but you have to join the waitlist, because first people to join the waitlist is going to be the first people I look at. And not everybody's going to be able to gain access to this, because when you're on the waitlist, I'm going to look who joined first. I'm going to send you an email, and then we're going to be doing like a scheduled call so I can see if you're a good fit, if you're dedicated, because I don't want people who are lazy, don't want people who are not dedicated to this, because I won't accept your money.